You know, I've been thinking. Does the walker choose the path, or the path the walker? Does our purpose on Earth directly link to the people whom we end up meeting? Are our relationships and experiences actually the required dots that connect and then lead us to our ultimate destinies? Every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. That last one doesn't really apply here. Does Mojang get to dictate what we do in the sandbox of a world? Are we truly doomed to mine and craft as they have designed? To be cast into the deep dark depths, dying over and over in the vain search for iron, only to be mocked by the very tools at which we etch our growth? Or do we break free from our path and carve our own destiny? Build a contraption to which we never again need to bow to Mojang's game loops, and prosper forevermore. As man once made the wheel, we too shall... Generatah. Generatah. I did it. I built the whole thing off camera. Which, I'm not sure if that was a good idea or a bad idea or what. It's been, what, 5 months, maybe more, since the last video. And yeah, this totally took half a year to build, definitely, yeah. It wasn't me being burnt out or anything, no, not at all. But yeah, so it's done. It is very, very slow. But this is how it works. I thought this was really cool. I'm really proud I figured this out. So up here we have a bunch of windmills, or water wheels for power. I could have used that, I guess, but I didn't want to. So yeah, we have, what is that, 4 water wheels, all in what I think is supposed to be the max efficiency way. Might be better if I have like bubble columns here or something, but I don't want to do that. And it's just powering this, well, it's powering everything, but it's powering this cobblestone generator. The cobblestone plops in here. I modified this a little bit, I think, so that I don't spill anything, and just goes straight down into the grinder, and out plops some gravel. I'm pretty sure, there he goes. There's gravel and goes out. And then over here, there's this big old mess that I'm not very happy about. But gravel goes over here, and it should, yep, it just barely before reaching the end gets turned into either flint or iron. So, what do we do now? Well, I'm glad I asked, because this looks very ugly. So, for the rest of the video, or the whole purpose of this video, is I want to build stuff around here and make it look pretty. So, first I want to figure out some sort of building to put here. Thinking just like a small little western looking thing like that, maybe. Just so it's not as much of an eyesore, and also I don't break it, because that is entirely possible. I could totally do that. And then I also want to build a little temple, and that's for reasons I'll get to in a little bit. Yeah. And then I also think, if we have time, if I feel like it, depending on how long it takes to do all this, I want to get this house done. It's sort of just been sitting here in this state And I've been able to ignore it because I've been able to ignore everything on this world for a little bit, including that guy. But I don't think I can ignore it that much longer. I need something here, even if it's not quite what I want. I just need something. I need to figure this out. So, I'm gonna do that. I'm, get a plan together. Get some blocks. And then I'll get back to you when I figure this stuff out. Good to be back. See you in a bit. Ooh, where'd I go? Why am I over there? Okay. Hello? Alright. So, it's been about a year since that time lapse, which is disappointing for me as well. I know. Bad King. Stop doing that. But in that time, I've done a few things. So first, I updated the mod pack to 119. It is in the description. At the time of this recording, like 10 people have already downloaded, which is very cool. So little addendums. We updated to 119.2, and in doing so, Optifine's being kind of weird with my resource pack. So I might have to get rid of it, or get rid of Optifine, one of the two. And also, one of the mods I've added, which is Immersive Engineering, because I wanted electricity for... Okay, I'm back. Where were we? Right. So, I turned off Optifine, by the way. So, yeah. With Immersive Engineering, I can have electricity and other factory stuff, and it just pairs nicely with Create and a few Create add-ons I have. So I can use rotational power, turn into electricity, and vice versa. Consequence of that is, of course, Optifine. So no more fancy shaders, unfortunately. We'll just have to deal without it for now. Unless I find a sneaky way to get shaders back in. I also have Chipped for building stuff, and a few other things. Check the description for the mod pack. I added a changelog where I detailed the minor differences between 118 and 119. Anyway, I also am toying with the idea of getting some friends on here, stopping it from being single player, transitioning into like semi-multiplayer. Not a full-blown server. I don't want to do like Hermitcraft style. But as you can see, we are currently on the server, and it looks exactly the same. So, yay. It's not going to be an open invitation. It's going to be like a select few people, like 2 or 3, maybe. And over time, I'll probably slowly expand that as I get more comfortable with having people on here, and if people stay interested. Ooh, falling leaves. But yeah, so that's enough of that. Back to what we were doing. And I did say next I was going to build our house or maybe a temple or something. But I don't think so. I think we can get straight into turning this into like an actual iron farm. Like as it stands right now, it produces nuggets and flint. I don't remember how much I've said already. But yeah, so nuggets, flint, and that's kind of messy. So I want to make brass because I believe we have the resources for it. Yeah, zinc, copper. We're gonna need a blaze burner, which is not fun. I'm not sure if we have that, but if we have brass, then we can filter the flint and miscellaneous materials from this. Like we can focus solely on the iron nuggets, and in doing so, we can compact it into ingots. And, you know, that would just make things much easier, and then we could build like a fancy structure around it or something. Turn this place into a bit more larger of a structure than just one abandoned little building in whatever this is. We'll leave the house for later. I do have an idea now of what to do with the house, but I'll save that for when we're actually confident enough to do that. Anyway, enough talking. I'm going to sleep and then get this going. I cannot zoom in anymore. That is sad. Anyway, out to boop. See you in a bit. Any minute now. Okay, so I've done some research. Yes, I know. Research. Crazy. And there are 2 ways to make brass. There's the one we just saw with a blaze burner, which means using 4 iron plates and netherrack, which I have, to make the cage. Going in Nightmare World, find a blaze and capture it by hand, which is terrifying. Or I could use something from Immersive Engineering. There are 2 machines in the mod that can create alloys, but I have no clue how you make it. So first, we gotta make the engineer's manual, and we get an achievement out of that. Okay, from here, I believe we go workbench in furnaces, alloy kiln, which uses brick and sandstone to make kiln bricks. That's cool. Wonder how laggy this is. Sorry if it's very laggy. I'm not sure. They can create alloys without mixing. Okay, so it's a 4x or 2x2x2, and then also need an engineer's hammer. Okay, so that's not bad. How do I make the engineer's hammer? Iron stick and string. Okay, yeah, that's actually much easier. Okay, we now have precisely what the doctor ordered. So we go... Oh, I lied. I really need to fix this thing. This is not working the way it usually does. Take two. Ba 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 ba. No. Ba. Da ba ba da. Ba. And then bonk. I like the texture on it. It looks very cool. Okay, what do you use as fuel? Zinc. Copper. Zinc and copper. Yes. What do we use, though, for fuel? Is it literally anything? Because if so, I'm just gonna, like, I don't know, throw in all the wood I have. Oh yeah, yeah, it is. Cool. And look at that. That's nice. Yeah, we have brass now. Let's go. So next on the agenda is to create a brass funnel, yes. Which requires polished rose quartz, which I should be able to make, as well as iron sheets, which we can make. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna leave this cooking for a little bit, because, you know, more the merrier. And, let's get cooking. Okay. Sandpaper, rose quartz, polished rose quartz, iron plate. Oh. But no, this is more fun. It's a bonk. Spinny spin. Grab. Electron tube. Get sandpaper out of hand. Back in here, right? Because I don't have one out here. Yep, I don't. Okay, back in here. Here. Brass funnel. Get two. That's okay. Next, we need a mixer and a thing to mix in. Also, I'm going to take away the... Ooh, that's a big chonker. I'm going to take away the wood, because, yeah. Okay, I don't have a mixer, do I? Okay, that's another thing to make. Ah! Trying to do something cool here, okay? Stay still. Ta-da! It's done. I was kind of hoping it would have done, like, if there was more. Because right before I hit record, it kind of did the fun thing of stamp and then drop. But yeah, it's done. I didn't need a mixer, which is embarrassing. I got all excited about it and I didn't even need it. So now we have a mixer as extra. But yeah, here it is. This is just for rotational power. It's not actually used for anything. It might be used for something. Don't you agree, Pig? Yeah, that's what it's used for. But yeah, we need the Stampy instead. So yeah, it works. All this does is here, I have a piece of gravel that we don't need. I'm just gonna throw it in there. I need to increase the speed of everything, I think. So it can start mining more cobble into more stuff. But this filters the flint out into this bucket of lava where it dies, and then takes 9 iron ingots. I'm not sure why the items aren't showing up on it. That's embarrassing. It takes 9 iron ingots at a time, brings it over into here where it goes stamp into iron. Boop. 9 come out. 1 stays behind. And then goes on in. And stamp. And out. But yeah, that's all I really needed. One of my friends actually stopped by in between last clip and this clip. I showed him everything. It's gonna be really cool. I think last time I checked he was over there, AFK, and then he left. So yeah, it's really exciting stuff having people on here. Yeah. Next, I'm going to have this pig help me put a building around this. I have the building already. That's a very strong pig. I already have the building designed and set up. I just need the materials for it, and it's going to take a while to get the materials, and this video is already a year late. So, you know. Figured I'd stop here and send it off to you guys. And who knows? Maybe I'll wait 2 years before the next video. Hopefully not that long. Oh, and for the end credits thing, I'm going to have a sneak peek of what the building is gonna look like. Just so I don't kinda... yeah. Thanks for everything. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.